we've got power. Elgato sees nothing. Monitor sees nothing. So we got no signal, much less pass through. So I got no signal right now. That's fine. I have what I got is a HDMI cable that is coming from my Elgato 4K capture card. Okay, so we got that. We're going to go wireless today just because I usually use these wireless. I'm not that worried about latency. Again, I'm going to cut off on any of those. Let's get Miles Morales just opened up right now so we can put in the disc later. Because I guess that we're probably going to have to put this in and let it update while we play with some other things. So, ooh, that disc was floating free. There you go. Actually, very nice. My understanding, too, is that Miles Morales Legendary Edition, at least, has alternate artwork for the case. And sure enough, it does. So there's the other side of the case. So I can just flip that right around. That's a nice little touch. So then now my case becomes, oops. Now my case becomes this completely alternate case. Okay, now fingers crossed. The no signal that you see is my 4K capture card from Elgato. So in theory, as soon as I should turn this on and Elgato sees the signal, it should display it for everybody. So we've got our cat cam, because Mr. Parker has to make sure everything is done correctly. We'll snap him on and off as needed. Let's power this thing up and let's get this going. Bottom button should be the power button. Ooh, that's a bright beep. And nothing. I can't even. Oh, I got a blue glow. So I got a blue glow so I can kind of see that it's doing something. Oh, you know what would be hilarious? Oh, son of a. I know what the problem is. You guys are going to hate this. So the problem here is I don't have a 4K monitor. I have a 1440 monitor. Oh, but it's seen it. It's actually reacting to it. Oh my God. So maybe that wasn't the problem. Okay, so I heard a rumor that the PlayStation 5 was not aware of 1440p. But there you have it. I'm connected to 1440p. Wants me to connect my controller in. Makes sense because that's how we're going to set it up. Why we couldn't see that through the Elgato, I don't know, because the Elgato captures at 4K, so it shouldn't have cared about that. But we're gonna go ahead and continue here and see what happens. So we got something. And of course, the camera that I'm using to show this is the one I normally use to show Parker. For all the Parker fans out there, I'm very sorry. We're actually going to show the PS5 starting. Okay, so I'm going to press the PS5 button, little symbol, which is nice because it is just a little PS5 shaped button, or PlayStation symbol shaped button. We're going to do English. Sure. Since I'm not taking this through the Elgato, I have no sound right now. That's fine. We're going to cut away from that. we're just going to show Parker while I put in my Wi-Fi settings. Yes, good boy. He's a good boy. Yes. He's like, gives licks to the daddy. Yes, good boy. Entertain everybody while I plug in some settings. Connecting to the internet. Okay. Sorry if you wanted to see Parker, but we're back here. Is that text reversed for everybody? Do I need to flip that? I don't think I have properties to do so. Huh. Well, whatever. We're going to deal with it. Adjust display area. Circle should fill everything in. It does. That's fine and dandy. So we're just going to hit X to continue on. Cross to continue on. Ooh, HDR. Oh, no. Yeah, that's nice. So symbols barely visible. Okay, I have no. I have HDR on this monitor. It's turned off right now. Just because on Windows HDR just doesn't do very much. So there's not going to be very much HDR on here at all. Oh, they even know that we might have to download that day one patch. If you have a game disc, insert it now while we continue with setup. Okay, you know, I said that would happen. We knew that would happen. It's just interesting that they are acknowledging that it's going to happen. So I'll go ahead and enter it. Let's see what happens. There's a continue without disk. No, we're continuing with disk. So in theory, I should wait. Oh, yeah. It's an optical drive, of course. That's the loudest thing on this is the optical drive. And it's easily as loud as any other optical drive you've heard on a console. Maybe a little bit quieter. But it's mechanical parts moving around, so we're going to hear it. And that's just a little bit of fan noise, but not a lot. Oh, I don't care about low power use. Always apply the latest updates. Yes, absolutely. Turns on remotely when you connect using PlayStation. Yes, that's fine. I like that. Optimized experience. Let's optimize the shit out of this. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm going to read this. And it really doesn't matter. Legally, EULAs are extremely hard to kind of enforce, from my understanding. I'm not a lawyer, so don't listen to that. Okay, so update the system. Yeah, okay, we're going to update the system. So here you go. Now you get to find out when you get your PlayStation 5, other than James the Great, who already has one. He's like sitting back saying, I've already seen all this. Other than the screw that he didn't put into his base. So the PS5 system software will be updated. Yes, that's what we're expecting. Restart when it's done. Yes. So and we got 6:51 p.m. So be curious how long this takes. I've got gigabit internet. It is hooked up wirelessly. This is probably going to be a boring screen. So why don't we switch back to Mr. Parker for all of his fans out there. I am well aware that there are people that tune in just for him and not for me at all. There are probably people here that are like somewhat interested in the PS5 and most interested in him. Holy shit, that installing went fast. 88% already. It popped up, and before I could even turn this around, it's at like 88%, 100%. Don't turn off your PS5 if it's disk inserted. Do not eject it, it says. So we're continuing on quite nicely. Oh, and then I lost signal, so it went back to my PC. So gotta switch my monitor back. I'm happy that's working on the 1440p. I had read that it shouldn't, so I didn't think about that until now. Granted, that only affects it when I'm directly connected, because again, I had connected through my Elgato, which is a 4K capture card, and it should look like a 4K monitor essentially. So, and that's an important thing for me to test here because I might have this hooked up to my PC for streaming. And obviously there will be other people out there that are going to want to hook this up for streaming. So I think that's going to be a very important test today to figure out if we can get that working or not. While we're waiting, does anyone have any questions? Anything about the size, the heft? Got a couple people watching, so I appreciate everybody tuning in. I know it was kind of last minute, so I thank everyone who showed up. You guys are awesome. I keep switching my monitor input over to that other HDMI, and it keeps ignoring me. It keeps switching back to PC. That's why I keep leaning forward here. So it's doing its update without sending out an HDMI signal right now. And it's hitting the optical drive a lot when it's doing it, which is actually kind of interesting. Because I'm hearing a lot of sounds during the update, and I'm like, oh yeah, the hard drive is working away. Well, yeah, but there's no physical hard drive, so I shouldn't hear that. So I'm like, my brain is still stuck in last generation when technically the update's mostly silent. The only reason why it's making sound is because I've got Spider-Man in there. Oh, there we go. And we're back to a home screen. Zap. And I know the text is backwards. I don't know why it's doing that on this camera, but I might bite the bullet and just move the main camera down here and get that set up. At least I can turn that light off. So let's at least see what it does. And worst case to worst, we'll try to get it through the Elgato again so that you can get a better view. I'd really like to give you a true 1080p because the Elgato's 4K capture. It'll capture 4K, but I'm only streaming out 1080. New version. Oh yeah. Okay. So I got to update my controller, of course. And it's sitting here charging the whole time. It's happy. It's got its little glowy. It was orange earlier. It's got a nice blue glow now. Getting like, I'm telling you. I think they changed the angle a little bit. It does feel a little bit more comfortable than the PS4 controller. Sign in. Yeah, we're going to like show Parker during the sign in process. Social and open. I'm open to anything. Just ask my wife. She's not watching right now, so she can't like yell at me. She will anyway. Team player, friend focused, solo and focused. Say friend focused. That's actually probably more accurate. It's kind of neat. I like how they worded that. It's actually not too bad at all. Should have launched it without the internet first. LOL. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey, when you get your PS5, you can try that. Maybe Bruno can do that. Demiran. No, he'll just want to get online. So, yeah. Friends know you best. That's fine. Whatever. Let's just apply it for right now. Help us build the best PlayStation experience. Yeah, you can like get limited data from me. That's fine. Whatever, Facebook and Google gets more data than they do. And I don't even touch Facebook on the regular basis. Secure account. Yeah. Okay. This might be a Parker moment. Maybe. If I have to put in like a code or something. Oh, authenticator app. Yep. Enjoy your view of Parker taking a nap. Hi, good boy. Yes. Dyke says daddy. Look at those beans. All those beans. Choose me. All right. Well, okay. So first of all, Disney Plus is going away. I already just disconnected that. I don't have that anyway. Yes, I have that. That's fine. But you know what? I don't want to hook these things up right now and waste your time putting in a whole bunch of passwords or download this. We're going to do this later. I tell you, the glitter is pretty. Okay, quickly finish configure your PS5 by bringing over your users' games and... Oh my God, what? No. What? I don't have any. No. I mean, I'm sure it's somewhere there, but I want to... This is next gen. I want to touch next gen stuff. I want to play Astro's Playroom and I want to play some Spider-Mans. Oh my God, with the camera, this actually doesn't look too shabby. Other than like the reflections. Let me turn off one of the back. There we go. That looks even better. One of the backlights was on. That's damn pretty for it just being in a camera. So it's not going through the Elgato, but I'm gonna call that a success for right now. It's not the full screen either. Okay, so here's your main menu up here. This is the first time the first time I've seen this stuff. So you got your PlayStation Store, Explore, and I'm not sure Explore. Ready to have a PS5 adventure. Okay, interesting. Oh, it's some videos and learning stuff. Fun little fact. PlayStation 5 is one of the few PlayStations that did not come with an internet browser on it for the modern PlayStations. Obviously, some of the older PlayStations that came out at the beginning of the internet, not so much, but it's very odd that this one did not have a functional browser in it. Currently does not at all. Astro's Playroom. We're going to play around with a little bit of that, the controllers and everything. PlayStation Plus. I do not have this. I might subscribe later. I don't know. Right now, though, if you do subscribe to PlayStation Plus, you get a game free. Zycia, what's the game free that they get this month? I forgot what it was. New game. Important game. Bug Snacks. I remembered it. Bug Snacks. Oh, I said it. James probably typed that in before I said it, but because of the lag. But thank you, James the Great. He nailed it too. I did remember. Yes, I actually did remember it, believe it or not. Zycia says, I'm not responsible for anything PlayStation. Yeah, but Demirin isn't here, so you got to like help me out here. PlayStation Now, which is their kind of nascent streaming service. They've had a game streaming service longer than just about any of the others, and it seems to be in worse shape, interestingly enough. I don't know, maybe we'll try it because I am getting Stadia, just because I have YouTube Premium. Because if you got YouTube Premium before November 6th, and you order it before November 20th for the Stadia, you get a free Stadia. Anyway, screenshots and video clips. My understanding is that we got to turn some stuff off there. Zycia doesn't know how to spell the word here. Share Factory. Yeah, that's your sharing, your streaming. Again, would like to see this working through an Elgato. I might play around with that later off screen. Remote play. This is interesting. If you do have a PlayStation 4, my understanding is that you can basically like a Steam Link, pretty much. You can cast the game to a PlayStation 4 and play it from PlayStation 4. Some people legit said it's giving your PlayStation 4 more life. Well, yeah and no, because I'm pretty sure that you're not going to have one person playing a game on PlayStation 5 and the other one streaming a game to PlayStation 4. I don't think it's going to do both at the same time. Nonetheless, still kind of a cool thing. As I have a QR code in there forever, but I'm not going to turn it on, so it should be fine. I'm going to blur that out on the YouTube video. Unreadable disc. Oh, that's great. Like I put in my disc for, you got to be kidding me. My brand new disc is showing as unreadable. I'm putting it again. Oh, nice. Oh, that's a beautiful disc spinning thing. Oh, shit. Let's see if I can't get this a little bit more up and back so I can get a little bit more of the screen in here for you, because that was a beautiful disc spinning icon that it had. What? It's a brand new disc. You've got to be kidding me. Like, there is no dust on this disc. Like, seriously. It's a mirror. Like, you can't see my face right now, but... Oh, you're right. Oh, my God. Oh, James, you're so right. Oh, God. Okay, James said you put it in an upside down. Trust me. No, he's 100% right. I'm so used to the disk drive being on the top, and it's not. In the... So it's on its side right now. So it's hard to get this image, but let me show you. It's on its side right now, right? And I'm putting it in now, like I'm putting it in this way, blip, mirror side towards the rest of the thing. That's actually, this is the bottom. And this is the top when you put it on its side. So you have to put label side towards the rest of the machine. And I'm a dumbass. And I've been putting it in upside down this whole time. James, I'm glad you panicked the same way, because I was like, you've got to be... Oh, yeah. No, I can hear it spinning up now. Oh, holy cow, that's loud. Just bzzz. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, man. Learn from my mistakes. That's why these videos are out there. Learn from my mistakes. So now it's copying over. So that's going to take a little bit. So now I'm actually curious, while it's installing, is this something where we can play something while it's installing? Because it's going to take a little bit. Even though it's a Blu-ray drive, they're not particularly fast. They're certainly not as fast as the PCIe Gen 4 SSDs that are in these new consoles. Good God, 1%. This is going to take like an hour. Astro's Playroom it is. So we're going to, this is the pack-in game. It's also nice to see a console with a pack-in game. Kudos to Sony for doing that. That's something that has been lost so much. I have no sound, of course, because I'm not going through my Elgato, but I don't care right now. Except I have sound through my controller. I don't even know if you caught that or not. I'm holding the controller right up to the Yeti. So it's also doing vibration while he's running across and doing those things, and making the sounds through the speaker and the controller. It's just vibration. Like, they're like big on the haptic thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I think the triggers are going to be awesome, but the just general vibration just seems like general vibration. It's pretty hefty though. Like, it does like very subtle vibration. It does very strong vibration as well. It seems like a very strong motor. So I'm feeling vibration as those different PlayStations and different pieces come by. Nice PS3, PlayStation 4. Oop. Out of frame, kitty. Sorry. Sorry, fans of Parker. Out of frame, kitty. You sleepy boy. Adaptive triggers. Yes. So next. Touchpad. That's real time as I'm touching it. You can see it kind of go down on different sides as I tap it because it's got a press functionality as well. Motion sensor. So it dropped all the little Astros in there, and now I'm moving it so the vibrations happen on the different sides depending on which way I'm like rolling them down to, as it were, like they're inside the controller. The side to side, yeah, you can feel the side to side because there's a motor on each side. The front to back, there's no difference. If you don't know, the vibration motors are here right in the handles, right in the bottom of the two grips. Whereas the motor that causes the adaptive trigger to work is right up here. Camera is about to fall forward. Need to adjust legs. There we go. So yeah, the side to side is really good. That's the microphone. It's paying attention to the fact that I'm talking. Okay. So, I mean, nice. I mean, this is equivalent to Solitaire, except much, much cooler. And what I mean there is not a negative thing, but a positive thing. Solitaire on Windows was there to teach you how to use a mouse originally, back when the concept of the mouse was new. And so that, I mean, this was neat. It showed you the functionality here of this controller. Yes, yes. This is like, there's no perceptible lag at all here. So like, see, I can move it. Like here, I'll move the controller. It's pretty spot on there. Maybe a little bit of lag. Not a lot though. Yes, press the button. Let the guy out. He's been knocking at my door. So as he walks along, I'm getting a little bit of that feedback, the little haptic feedback in the controller, so I can feel it ticking along in the controller. Again, it's not side to side really too much or front to back, just knocking away. Press A and hold it a second time for like, it's literally like a double jump, but extra. I didn't even see if that showed up on screen. I didn't know if it told me on screen or not. Mario Odyssey. No Mario Odyssey. Wrong system. No, I don't know if it said to double jump like that or not. I just instinctively did it. So that's cool. It's a nice thump when you hit the button there. Again, not very directional, but you know you hit it just with the controller. I don't know if I want the sound on my controller all the time. I think that'd be kind of annoying. But right now, since the way I'm hooked up, I don't have any sound. I think it's okay for now. Nice. There we go. And we're in the main lobby. I've seen a little bit about this. Each of these is like a different world based on each of the original 4 PlayStations. I don't want to go too much into this because I don't want to spoil people that like might actually want to see it for themselves. CPU PLAZA. Oh, nice. He's polishing it. A good boy. A good little man. It feels a little different on this glass, but I think the reason why it feels a little different is just the sound. Like here, I'll get it closer to the mic again. As I'm walking around, the sound's different too. So I hope that's coming through. So as I'm going over different surfaces, it does a little bit different on the vibration, but it's also making a different sound. And I think that actually helps it feel different. Without the sound, I don't think it'd feel quite as different. The glass, when it does the vibration, is kind of a twangy vibration. Like there's the initial hit, and then there's a little bit of like extra echo vibration afterwards. Thanks, Zycia. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. So I'm going to go into the one that was probably most seen, just because I don't want to, well, I don't know. You guys tell me if you want to do something different, but I'm going to go to the one that is probably most out there, which was the one that people could show before the embargoes were up, which is Cooling Springs. I'm choosing that so that I just don't spoil anything for anyone, but if you want to see something else, we can give it a try. That feels good. You got a little vibration sliding down, so it's constant vibration. I had no control there at the dive. I couldn't like jump and do my little jets or anything like that. Just doing my attack there. That's my attack on those guys versus my... Hey, what's up? I don't know why you have red eyes. Probably because I'm messing with you. And as a game to like teach you the basics of the controller, this is awesome. It like goes way beyond what like Solitaire did for the Windows. And there's apparently a lot of fun little things to find that are like this, like exactly this right here. So here we have the DualShock 3. Ha! I believe my wife brought me a DualShock 3. So right there. Turn on a little bit more light. So interesting that this is I think a little bit later one. This is definitely DualShock 3. It's exactly what it says right there. If we can get the focus to there. I'm a little close. But DualShock 3, compared to the new DualSense, vastly different controllers. Size-wise is amazingly different. So it's interesting how they made it. Xbox made theirs a little smaller. PlayStation made theirs a little bigger. Now, again, not too much bigger compared to the PlayStation 4 controller. In fact, it's actually a little thinner. These always felt like I was holding potatoes. This is much more streamlined and feels much better. But the neat thing is, like, as you can see, I can move the controller around and I can actually, I'm pressing the buttons. They map the start buttons to the share button and, oh, see, that's where it fails. Nope. Get out of that. I was trying to hit the select button like I can hit the start button, but no, it didn't work. Oh, the select button is mapped possibly to 6-axis 10 times fast. I don't know if I even want to try. 6-axis. Okay, yeah, I can't. Zoom in. Can't see the back. I thought you could see the back of these. Pretty good look though. So you'll run around here and you'll be able to see some nostalgia items like that, trophies that you can pick up basically throughout all of these levels. And that's one of the things to do in this besides just, you know, like, oh, that was cute. That's very cute. Oh, look at them. That's so cute. My wife is going to have a blast playing this. I'm going to have fun playing this too. I just come on, you smack them. You smack the trees. Oh God, that gives a good, like, again, springy feeling in the controller. That right there just looks like the side of a console. You got a disc port, you got a power button, what looks like down there, right in this pipe. So that's pretty cool. And then you got all these little things around here you just grab and pull them out and get coins or get additional fun stuff. So let me get past this. I'll have my own time to play with this a little bit later. I've got, looks like one other viewer right now. Thank you for hanging out. Gonna just kind of get past this and see what else we got. You can really feel it pushing against you as you try to get up here. Mostly through the vibration. That's all vibration in the DualSense here. Not too different from vibration from before, from what I can tell. They just seem to have a little bit more fidelity in the vibration now. Again, not to front to back, a little bit right to left, and a little more fidelity where they're doing, you know, a stronger vibration versus a lighter vibration, a twangy vibration versus a quick hit and go away vibration. So they got a little bit more of the vibration that way. They got the ducks. If you don't know the significance of the ducks, please look up the duck demo for PlayStation. It's where they were demonstrating the graphical prowess of one of the PlayStations back in the day. I want to say the PlayStation 3, but I'm not 100% positive on that. Oh my goodness, stretchy cat. Good boy, Parker. Yes, you're a good boy. I'm going to go ahead and continue on, and I'm going to go a little bit further because I don't think we're going to be able to like hang out long enough to wait for Spider-Man to install. Maybe I'll do another video showing some Spider-Man later. Oh my God. I just hit the triggers for the first time and they've got the adaptive motors on already. And like holy cow, it's a little bit to pull them in. Like when you used to just shooting in Call of Duty or something. And that's how I'm doing the spring right now, but it engaged them before I even put the suit on. Right. But I'm moving back and forth by moving right or left with the controller. So I'm tipping it right or left. And then I pull in either trigger to like load up the spring and bzzz, pop up. So I'm doing right trigger that time. And looks like there's even a little air control. Yeah, there's a lot of air control. Just by, and the joysticks aren't doing that. It's only the motion controls here. Yeah. So that's all motion control when I'm doing that. So that's just showing you the fidelity and the responsiveness of the motion controls, which is actually a lot better than what I was expecting. Like, this is essentially a platformer right now, and I feel that I have a decent amount of enough control to do most of what I want to do, especially with that air control. So I can like, well, I'm going too far. Oh, I got to come back. You know, that type of thing. And you get a little bit of the haptic feedback. Again, the haptic feedback it's good because it has more fidelity, but it's not like super crazy. they're able to get the idea of different materials. The spring feels crunchy. Like it goes. Oh, come on, get in there. There we go. The spring feels a little crunchy. When you're like moving it back and forth, it crunches a little bit. It's not super amazing. I think the triggers are really the cool part here. Oh, duh, you can move it around. Oh, I forgot it was. Look at that thing. Release. It's got the buttons. The triangle and square button on it. The fire rate selector, the lock, the trigger. Can't get quite. There we go. So that's pretty cool that they allow you to look in. They modeled this pretty well. Yeah, I'm more impressed by the triggers than the haptic feedback or the vibrations. The vibrations are still just vibrations, but they definitely have... They've definitely made them better. Oh no, I missed that one. Oh well, I'll have to get back another... See, I'll have to go back another time and do it. Where's this one go? Oh. Lots of air control. This has got more air control than Doom does. And I'm like looking around a camera and everything on this. There we go. Oh, I've never even seen that before. What the heck? Crazy sauce. Move shooting attachment. Oh, you just put the move right into the barrel there, I guess. That makes sense. Right down the barrel. Stop or my move will shoot. Yeah, that's not a callback to a Sylvester Stallone movie or not. Yeah, I agree, James. It's crazy how much the trigger feedback will change. I'll say it. The trigger feedback is where I'm most impressed. Although I got to say that the whole, oops, that was a terrible jump. The fidelity of the move, the motion sense of just tilting the controller back and forth. Like I'm way overdoing it here a couple of times. So I'm like missing a whole bunch that I should have gotten, but like it's almost like another joystick. It's pretty impressive. I was not expecting the move to be that impressive. Oh, hey, what's up, Mr. Solid Snake? Yep, in your cardboard box. There's your director and your cameraman. This guy's bandana on. You're going to see a lot of that in this game. There's a bunch of games that I won't even be able to name. Sorry, I had the hiccups there for a second. Oh man, those satisfying. Those move around in a nice, satisfying way. And it's not meant to be a super hard game. There is definitely some. There's a couple secrets that you can find. There's definitely some skill involved with it if you're not paying. Like I was just messing around there and I was screwing around with the whole tilt motion there. But there was definitely like enough fidelity where you could be skillful with it, which I wasn't doing very well at. What's up, buddy? Got a cooling fan in the side there. Oh, thanks for the coin. Like, I'm just gonna punch you if you're gonna give me coins. Holy cow. I mean, who knew punching penguins would be fun, but they have coins in them, so we might as well. Oh yeah, this thing. You gotta kind of aim and shoot it. So you get a little grenade, little nade action. So it locks on. It's pretty. Again, this is not meant to be super challenging. Oh, that's some good ice. Oh, that's some. Like, you let go of the controller and you just keep going. That's got, yeah. Seeing the vibration there, again, it's just a constant vibration that while you're going over the ice, that's just, it feels a little grindy. So it feels a little different from ice that way, but you still get some feedback that way that, you know, you're continuing to do this. So that's kind of cool. Huh. Oh, I like the footprints in the snow. Always like good footprints in the snow, especially that not just mine, but the, you know, the mobs there. Well, that was obvious what to do. It's definitely fireworks going off outside because I hear the, oh, that felt good. Just sliding right down and it just being a hill and having, you know, limited controls, but still being able to hit a jump really nice. Oh, speaking of hitting jumps nicely or not. Oh, the water's instant kill. Holy shit. And there's speed runs in this game too. So what, and they're not identical to the levels that we're going through here. They're similar. They're like, let's say reminiscent, but they're kind of drilled down into kind of a speed runny type level that you can play around with and, you know, test your speed and skills against your friends. James the Great, who's in chat here on Twitch, as I go through this, is, you know, he posted one of his best times on a particular thing earlier. By the way, that propeller's reacting to the mic. So as I talk or if I blow into it, it goes. But anyway, James the Great put his speed run in. So I'll have to see what I can do about that later. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm blowing into the I'm sorry, Mr. Kitty. I had to blow into the microphone. And, you know, there's going to be probably trophies for like getting all the coins or crazy stuff like that. There's these puzzle pieces, which are important. There's secrets all over the place, which I'm probably skipping a bunch because I'm in the water and dead. Because I'm just, you know, messing around and just trying to go through this somewhat quickly. I think we'll... I was going to say I just heard fan noise on the PlayStation, but I think it's the... damn it. I think it's still loading... yeah, it's the optical drive. So, sorry, I kind of paused mid-thought there because I was trying to find out if that was fan noise or what. But I think I'm going to see if we can't get through Cooling Springs here. Maybe. And if I quit fucking around and just hit this guy instead of trying to be all fancy. And then we'll call it for the night. Much easier to smack him. Already got that one, but hey, I get coins for it. I love how it's shrinking. Oh, that's so cool. They're over there doing something over there. This guy's just hanging out underneath sharks. Again, there's a lot of game references in here. Not all of them I'm going to get because a lot of them are going to be PlayStation exclusives. Not all of them. I mean, the Metal Gear series, obviously not a PlayStation exclusive, but certainly a lot of people remember it from the PlayStation. So there's going to be some stuff like that. That people are going to go through this and they're going to get a little nostalgia trip. Oh, don't go in the water, dumbass. Oh, no, I would not. Yeah, just a little bit too much to the side. No, there we go. It's even got a charge mechanism. If you hold the trigger long enough, you charge for a bigger jump. Oh, no. Ha! That's right. Break the glass. There we go. I can't break that glass. So I don't think the aiming is too bad with the movement. Do I feel it's as good as like just aiming with the joysticks? No. But still pretty nice. There we go. Oh, I didn't make it up there. I'll do it at a later date. It's not where we're going anyway. I don't think. Yeah. It's the main direction right into the water. Like, nice checkpoint though. What the? And again, you know, like I'm moving the controller back and forth to kind of get this landing in the right spot thing. Actually, this was the alternate way to go. Interesting. Bato Rocco. Makes a strong case. Oh my goodness. Trying to hit square to continue on. Nice. So this was the right way to go. Oh, not enough control there. I kind of screwed it up. So, yeah, I mean, you got enough control where you can do small jumps, you can do big jumps. You can, you know, got the air control to go right and left. Yeah, I feel comfortable with what I'm doing here. It's not like it's some crazy sauce, like I don't know what's going on. Yay! Bloosh. And I think, yeah, we're up at the top. We got a little skybox here. You see the menu from the PlayStation 3 over there. Because this is all PlayStation 3 related. Yep. And sure enough, there's our PlayStation 3. New artifact. 4 USB. So well, this one's got 4 USB too, because it's one of them's USB-C instead of the USB-A or whatever it is. You can see actual detach this cover when removing the hard disk. So kind of cool. And I have this PlayStation 3. I have the original Fat Boy like this. I think they called it. like having to like adjust my control all over the place to do this so that I can show everybody. Of course, my cat cam is in the way. Parker, you go down here. Optical drive spinning up again. So yeah, I have one of these. This is a pretty good rendition. I mean, even down to like the model number and stuff down here. No serial number, but nice. Okay. Cross to close. I think that's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to see if I can't get that Elgato pass-through to go through and maybe show some Spider-Man at another date. That should be interesting. As you can see here, my puzzle pieces go into place. I skipped a lot of stuff, I know. I'm just trying to like show some ideas of what's going on. Then you get to walk around. You get to see these guys doing stuff. As you do more things, more stuff shows up, including things showing up over here. They all are interactive. You come up to them, you smack them, and they'll do different things. Depends on what they are. I do appreciate, though, that the PlayStations have the little PlayStation symbol on them. And if they go vertical or horizontal, the PlayStation symbol can spin. And they put that in here. There's vertical, there's horizontal. So that's a kind of cool little thing there. There's your vault where you can spend your coins and get more puzzle pieces. I forgot where it was, but there was something that these guys are playing Dance Dance on a D-pad. Good job, buddy, man. That's like there's some skills going on there. One of these eventually, one of the desks shows PlayStation symbols. Back before they had settled on the PlayStation symbol, they have like prototypes PlayStation symbols. I don't see it yet, so it's something that I probably unlock later. There's a nice little controller there. There's some chips. So that's something that I'll probably unlock later, probably when I go through the bottom level, first level, which is, the PlayStation 1. I'm sure that's when that'll probably show up on one of these desks. So there's a bunch of fun things that you unlock in here. This thing will all get filled up with all your trophies. There's those guys hanging from up there. It's literally hanging there, kid. And so it's a fun little thing. It's probably one of the better pack-in games I've ever seen. I think there's some replayability here. I think the kids are going to love this game. And I know it looks like you got some rainbow and stuff like that because I'm pointing my camera at it. Again, it looks smooth and silky on my 1440p monitor right here. Especially since it can handle up to 165 frames per second. So it's looking good. Beautiful, beautiful game. Beautiful system. Really impressed by this so far. And I'm a guy who, has had every Xbox console from the beginning and stood in line. And now Microsoft wants to wait until the 23rd of December to send me mine. So I'm like, okay. I go to Amazon and I get a PlayStation 2 days later. So having fun with it. If you can get one, if you want one, it looks like a great thing. And other than that, I'm going to say good night. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Play games. And I'll be back with hopefully a better setup next time. Parker says good night himself because he's a sleepy cat. Peace, y'all.